Welcome, Aries, to your tarot reading. I didn't really start like that, but again, it seems that me and microphones, headphones, we don't really get along, okay? So I started this reading with a affirmation card, which says, I consciously I consciously replace limiting beliefs inherited from my past with empowering and uplifting ones that bolster my personal growth and pave the way for success. With a steadfast commitment, I reshape my mindset to align with my highest potential and embrace the limitless possibilities before me. Please don't judge me on my reading. Okay, I'm not gonna take it. No, I'll be all right. So I was like kind of like intrigued by this picture as well, right? So some of you are gonna be finding like a freaking big ass key, okay? And whether it's like a spiritual key or it's a real one, but it's like, oh, maybe it's like the sorry about that. So maybe this is the key to the house, your dream house that you've ever wanted, and you're about to live a different lifestyle altogether. Okay? Um, for some of you, I feel like you're unlocking something within yourself, like a power, but then it goes right back to when I started to pick out the cards for you. Um, and this could also be a diary, right? You probably have filled up the diary with all that you could. You're kind of going back. You're like, I'm not really liking where my head was at, right? And you're getting rid of that book, or I don't know if you're keeping it for I don't know what. I mean, it is your thoughts. I mean, if it is in an artistic kind of way, then of course, this is something that you might want to look at and be like, so proud of yourself. So some of you are figuring out like a gift that you had all along, and you were somehow misleading yourself, or other people misled you, or you looked at it from a weird ass lens, and you realize that you were overlooking yourself. You overlooked your own growth at some point. But now you're not doing this anymore, right? Because we're all about empowering ourselves. All right. So for some of you, the Ace of Pentacles, like I said, you're focusing on the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, you are focusing on yourself. And n- because you're focusing on yourself, now you're starting to see yourself as pretty damn valuable. You're seeing yourself as someone that has a lot to offer. Okay? For others of you, of course, we love seeing the Ace of Pentacles, right? Because this is like about to receive a gifts, receive some money. Maybe you got some seeds at home that you need to start planting because it's going to give you some beautiful flowers, right? You're not, it's like it's not knowing what the result is going to be, but it's going to be pretty, pretty huge. That's what the Judgment and the Queen of Swords said, not me. Okay? So, yes, so the Judgment and the Queen of Swords in this position is coming to some kind of realization. So everything's coming together in this reading with the affirmation. Like something is being opened up or unlocked. Also, for some of you, you need to be careful if you don't want to have babies because you're hecka horny. Okay, ovulation time. So yeah, that could talk about like if you don't want to, you know, deal with some future consequences, you're gonna need to be careful. But I feel like it's almost like someone that's getting themselves out of the gutter, right? It's like realizing that you're the best that has ever happened to yourself, right? You're the best shit that has ever happened to yourself. You're amazing. You have skills that are there to help other people and yourself. But you're at the, you know, at the, you're seeing yourself, or you find yourself in a position where you almost in a at a gutter level, if we can compare it, and you realize that it's time to move up. It's time to get out of this situation that I am in. It's impossible for me to stay in the same place. I'm so much better than that. So I feel like that's what's happening. You're starting to realize. Judgment is about realization, even though it is about a new beginning. So I feel like with the Queen of Swords, she's very good at predicting the future. Okay. But also, right, for some of you, this Ace of Pentacles, this gift might come with a little caveat, might come with a con that you were not expecting. So that's what the judgment's like. You need to um, judge the whole situation. You have to you have to analyze the whole situation. You have to see the pros and you have to see the cons. So for some of you, it's like, you're getting that gift, or you're getting, let's say that gift comes in the form of a brand new home. And sorry, when I say brand new home, it could just be a home that's new to you. That's all I'm saying. Like, let's say they give you a home for free, but it's completely oof, messy inside, chaotic. Are you not gonna take the house? I mean, it's free. I mean, you're gonna have to clean it up hardcore. So that could be that. But for some of you that has the vision, maybe you're like, well, it looks like shit now, but it's gonna look pretty luxurious by the time I'm done with it. So yeah, why not? So what's the advice here? Are we gonna do some clarification? Ooh, the Eight of Swords. Yes, it's not. It's yeah. The advice is the Eight of Swords. Okay, and I feel like it's kind of talking about like a past, present, future situation. That sometimes certain gifts you can just look at it from a superficial level. You have to really do the research. You really have to analyze what's really going on. Because certain things, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is great, right? When it's offered to you. But is there any, you know, is there a catch? Is there something that's going to get me in trouble? Are you giving me stolen goods? Like things in that effect. But, okay, but I was not reading. I was watching a movie and a TV show, and the girl that was staying with, so she's an exchange student, and she became pretty close with the family that she's living with at the moment, and they had an issue with leaking, and because her parents have money, she has money, and she gave them $5,000. She offered technically to give them $5,000, but her friend was very, very happy about her generosity, but didn't take it. Okay? But didn't take it. So, in that sense, are you somehow being stingy with yourself about gifts that are provided to you? Are you still, because it's like there's an aspect of Aries. We like to talk about Aries being selfish, but in this sense, Aries cannot be selfish with gifts, with their own talents. Their talents and their gifts are not meant for them. Yee, yeah. The gifts and the talents that Aries possess are not meant for them alone. They're meant to be shared with other people. Other people is supposed to be benefiting from these gifts and talents. Okay? And I'm not talking about situations where people are doing things against their will. That's not what I'm talking about. But even for example, let's say you are in a job that you don't like, right? Let's say you're in a job that you don't like. You the skills that you have that has landed you this job, you're still working with them, right? So you have to polish or to use those skills for the highest purpose of the situation, even if you don't want to be there. Especially when you're dealing with third party people that were not, they didn't decide to make you team leader. They didn't decide to make you employee, right? They didn't decide to make you whatever position that you're in that company. You still have to show respect. You still have to put your best foot forward. Hmm, that's interesting. Let's clarify this Ace of Pentacles, because now we get to the Eight of Swords, and yeah, some of you have been overlooking yourself in a situation, overlooking the things that you can do, overlooking your own skills. I feel like you're looking at your resume as if it's like bullshit, right? You're looking at your experience as if it's bullshit because it doesn't look like so and so experience, or it doesn't look like so and so skills which allowed them to do that. It's you're like there's a sense of you staying in your own lane and having to develop those skills that were provided to you by God. But for others of you with this Eight of Swords situation, something is being given to you, something is being provided to you, but you don't want to take it. Is it pride or feeling like you're at the mercy of other people? Or are you following your instinct? Like, is this something? I mean, it's like yes, but no thanks. Is that the right way for you to go about? But let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles, anyways. Oh, the Hangman. Ooh. Some of you are like, you've been given something, it's like, I'm gonna think about it. Hmm, hold on. I'm gonna think about it. Usually with the 12, the Hangman. Oh, I realize this deck says the Hanged One. It's usually about waiting. They need to wait, or I feel like this is this is kind of saying that yo, your mom actually prayed for this. Your mom prayed to have this kind of baby, to give birth to this kind of personality, to give birth to the next I don't know, prophet, the next I don't know, uh uh Messiah. I don't know. Maybe I went too far with the Messiah thing, but the next enlightened one, I don't know. Or the way that something is offered to you, or the way that it looks like, it feels like it's gonna take some time. I don't know if it's gonna take some time for you to get around the idea, or it's gonna take some time for it to come to its full potential, or maybe you're just thinking about it. You're just thinking about it for now, but I feel like you're being held back, or maybe this is something that you prayed for, right? Something that you prayed for. You might have even seen something provided to you in a dream. We have the 7 of Wands. I feel like some of you are saying no to something because of pride, or you're looking at the negative aspect of this gift, or it could be a position, whatever this is. It could also talk about a relationship. Um, I don't know. I feel like you said yes, but everybody in your surrounding is telling you that you're gonna regret it. This is not the right person for you. This is not the right situation for you. Wait, wait, hold on. You're gonna regret it. But for some of you, you're seeing the potential in a situation and you're willing to fight for it. You're willing to put your best foot forward and to like put your toes in the freaking, you know, I want to say in the sand, but it's not going to hold. You're willing to curl up your toes and dig them into the earth if you have to. I don't know what it would do, but still. 6 of Swords. I feel like this is kind of talking about like there's going to be some difficulties, but things are going to get easier. Or you might be you might be influenced to say no to something, or you might be influenced to say yes. So technically it's possible that you made a decision based on other people's expectations or based on what other people wanted to do or their vision that they have for your life. But don't you all have a vision? Don't you see something different for your life? Isn't there something that you see? Anything? Can we clarify this judgment and the Queen of Swords energy? Because I feel like some of you are saying no because maybe you feel like something is not right for you, or the difficulties is going to end. There's going to be a new beginning, and whatever, like, I feel like with the Haman, the 7 of Wands, there's a motherfucker that's knocking at that door, like banging on that door, wanting to open it, and it doesn't work, and you're like, I gotta go. Right? Or it's like if you've ever actually had a garden, if you're like a non-gardener person and you decide this is the day that I'm going to start, this summer I'm going to prepare myself to have a garden and you want to grow all kinds of stuff. If you're not used to this kind of work, it's physically consuming. It's like you have to really love it to do it, or you have to really love something about it to do it, right? Okay. Can we clarify this judgment with the Queen of Swords? Oh, oh, oh. I have the Five of Pentacles. Right here. It's missing something. Some of you are saying no to something because it's missing something. Something is missing. So I'm going to say no. Some of you are saying no. Or some of you started out whatever this is and you're like, it ain't for me. Because underneath the deck, we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Death card. So some of you are going to be like, I'm done. I can't keep on banging on this door that will never open. So for some of you, you're just letting it go. Others of you, you might have, like, if this is something that has true potential and you just have to rough it. Um, like there are some difficulties that you're gonna have to deal with along the way. It's gonna get easier. Maybe it's a lack of faith also that has led you away from the path that you were meant to take initially. I want another card. But for some of you, you're saying no to something. You said, je passe mon tour, meaning that I'll pass. Next. I feel like it's a next thing. Yeah. Or maybe you feel like something is not enough. It's not giving me enough. This tree is not giving me enough fruits. No. Ace of Cups. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Feel like some of you are thinking about your babies. You're like, this is not enough to feed my babies. My babies need shoes. My baby needs good food. I don't want to give them fast food any longer. They need to grow. They have to have the right nutrients. I need to feed their mind, their body, and their spirit. I think for some of you, it's almost like a coming back to Jesus moment or feeling like I went through all this door, God. Them door don't open, but the Jesus door seems to open for me. So so for some of you, probably you're going back to a time where you didn't really see it clearly or you felt like it wasn't your choice initially. This was not something that you've